Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is what is the fastest way to pay off your debt. The average person in America currently holds $35,000 in debt. That includes student loans, credit cards, car loans, etc. Yes. In America, there are companies that are willing to pay for your luxurious life. We all want to live a luxurious life, which we cannot afford. Well, there are companies that can help us live that life and get us into debt. We will always advise you to mind the gap. What is gap? The gap is the difference between what you make how much you spend. There are two approaches on how you can pay off your debt faster. Number one, you can choose to take the snowball approach or method, or use the avalanche method or approach. It all depends on your emotion and how well you follow a decision when you make up your mind. I will start with avalanche approach. So avalanche approach, it tells us to list our debts by the highest interest rate. So for example, let's say you have 3 credit cards. You pay 10% interest rate, a 9% interest rate, and then a 5% interest rate. You have your student loan, which always have a lowest interest rate, so let's say 4%. So with these 3 credit cards plus a student loan, let's say you owe $5,000 on the first credit card with an interest rate of 10%. You owe $3,000 on the second credit card with an interest rate of 8%. And then you owe $2,000 on the next credit card with an interest rate of 5%. And then there comes your student loan, $20,000 with an interest rate of 4%. So avalanche approach tells you to list. You're going to list the 5,000 credit card first, followed by the 3,000 and then the 2,000 and thereby the student loan. Make sure you make your minimum payment monthly for all your loans, and then try and pay more on the one with the highest interest rate. Once you pay that down, you take that same money, you add it to the second highest interest rate credit card, and then pay the minimum on the rest until you pay off the loans. With avalanche approach, you save on interest rate. But well, it could be overwhelming. Yes. Because you are paying, you're starting with the highest, and then that one usually have highest balance too. So if you don't let your emotion get into it, and then you follow this avalanche approach, you will pay off your debt and then save on interest. Whereas snowball method or snowball approach, it also helps you pay off your debt. But if you're emotional and then things get into you, then snowball approach is the best one for you. What is snowball approach? Snowball approach tells you to list your debt by balance. So you start with the lowest balance to the highest. So let's take the first example. You have 3 credit cards and a student loan. So with snowball method, you're going to be starting with the 2,000 credit card, which has an interest rate of 5%, followed by the 3,000, which has an interest rate of 9%, and then the 5,000, which has an interest rate of 10%, and then your student loan, which is the highest loan, you have 20 grand. So you start by paying the minimum on each loan and then paying more on the first credit card, which is the 2,000. Definitely gonna pay that one faster. And then once that one is paid down, you then take that money, the minimum payment on that 2,000 that you were making plus whatever you were adding to it, and then you put it towards the second one. And then you pay that off, following the same procedure till you pay off your entire debt. In the long run, snowball method, you're going to be paying more in interest because you're paying your debt from the lowest to the highest. Well, but if you're emotional, that's the best method for you because you see results early, because you started with the lowest one, and definitely you're going to be paying your $2,000 credit card within a year. You will see an accomplishment which will motivate you to do the same for the next one and thereon. Whereas the avalanche, the results will be longer. You will not see accomplishment as early as you will see in the snowball method, because you're starting with your highest debt with the highest interest rate, and then the results might not be faster. And I know when you're doing something and you see results, it motivates you to do it more. In my opinion, I will go with the snowball. To me, when I do something and I see accomplishment, it motivates me to do more. So if you're someone like that, I will tell you to go with the snowball method. But if you are someone who really cares about trying to save on interest, I will advise you go with the avalanche method. In the long run, both approach helps you pay off your debt, but it all depends on your emotion. Yeah, it depends on your emotion. So these are 2 ways to help you pay off your debt faster. Hopefully, this approach helps some of you guys out there. And thank you so much for always tuning in to watch me. And I love you. Bye.